Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we're doing things a little bit differently. We're going down to Miami for pre-construction condos. They're not cheap. Let's just call it what it is. On the water, the tallest twin towers in all of the United States are going to be built in Edgewater, part of Miami, Biscayne Bay, and you know what that means. $1 million condo projects. And stay tuned because, again, this is pre-construction. This means get in now while the get in is good. And I'm going to talk about it. Aria Reserve or Aria Reserve. You're going to hear from the sales manager or director. I don't know his exact title, but he's going to go over it. And then this will be part one of 2 videos. And of course, if you're interested in this project, get in touch with Andrea Fuentes. Her email address is down below in the description. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give you a little preview before we get into the video from the sales director, sales manager. Anyhow, please share the videos. You never know who's looking for bayfront, ocean nearby with expansive views. Every unit has ocean views, Biscayne Bay views. It's on Biscayne Bay, 547 linear feet of the project is actually on Biscayne Bay, your front yard, and plenty of amenities. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Hello, my name is Andres Villalobos, Vice President of Sales of Aria Reserve. Welcome to our sales center. Let's come on in. I'm going to start first with the branding of the building. The idea of the developer is to create a collection of buildings throughout South Florida with the Aria brand. And that process began with a building called Aria on the Bay, which is about 6 blocks away from Aria Reserve, which is the second edition. But then it was such a success that they decided to do this second version with much better specifications, a bigger site, all the units facing directly the bay, and more amenities. As far as the developer background, they've been established since 1948, a long time ago, over 7 decades. Their company name is the Melo Group. It's a family-owned company, which they moved later on to Miami from Buenos Aires, Argentina in 2001. And since then, they have built 23 buildings and over 8,000 properties in total. So they've been very successful. Usually they build between 1 to 2 towers per year. And this year they're gonna break the record with 4 towers. Also, besides being developers, they also own their own general contractor company, which means that they build their own buildings. They don't need to hire a company to do that. And in addition, also they have their own private funds to be able to build these 2 towers. So that makes it very solid, and the construction timing that we're gonna see later on is gonna be very close to be accomplished. Also, the team behind the development is very high profile, Arquitectonica, led by Bernardo Forbrescia, which he has designed the Fendi Tower, Regalia, the FTX Arena, and in our case, he did a beautiful facade, which is gonna be illuminated at night, expansive amenities, and great layouts. Now let's talk about the towers. These amazing waterfront dual towers, which are considered the tallest waterfront dual towers in the United States. Both of them have 62 stories high. Right now we're in the process of selling out the first tower, which is the south, 90% sold, and that made us release inventory in the second tower, which is the north tower, which we are about 70% sold. All this in a time frame of only 12 months. So it's been a total success, and the reason of this success is because of the key components that this development offers. And the most important one is the location. where we are considered one of the last waterfront locations in the city, and not only that, but also the biggest site available. This has an extension of 5.2 acres in total. Not only that, but also we have a frontage that is about 550 linear feet, with the architect took advantage of this and designed all the units facing directly the bay. In addition to this, we have expansive amenities spread out throughout the site, over 2 acres in total, facing directly the bay, and another section facing west. And as far as different units, we have starting from 1 to 4 bedroom apartments, where they also have an extra space that we call it office, which is pretty much a den, and sizes ranging from 1,028 square feet up to 2,600 square feet. In addition to this, all the units come with ceiling heights of 10-foot ceilings, standard, and in the penthouses, 12-foot ceilings. Also, we're gonna have a very exclusive design, only 7 units per floor, which out of those 5 have direct access to the elevators, and only 2 will share a little common hallway. Talking about the area, these towers are integrating the skyline of Miami, and especially the area of East Edgewater, which is in big growth and transformation in the city. And the reason of this is because many developers have seen that this is the last fraction to be developed in the city. Therefore, that has become a point of interest for them, buying all buildings and houses which are being teared down and eventually being converted into high-profile buildings like ours. And next to us, we have Elysee, which got built in 2021. Least expensive unit there, around $2.93 million. In pre-construction, they got sold for $1.7 million. On the north side, we have Missoni Bahia, a beautiful tower, which also is gonna be delivered in September, October. The least expensive units there from $3.6 million. And then us starting from $1.1 million. The reason of the difference is because we have different options with different square footage, all facing directly the bay. And also because we are still in a pre-construction pricing. And the reason of all this waterfront development happening in Edgewater area is because of our privileged location. We see here in this map the urban components in Miami and where we are located. So we have Brickell, which is the financial district, downtown area, the center of Miami, arts and entertainment district, where the Opera House is, and last we have the East Edgewater area. This technically goes from 17th Street all the way to 36th Street. So it's 20 blocks in total that all these new developments are happening, and not only waterfront condominiums, but also commercial component adding service to these buildings. We have the recent news that one of the biggest Whole Foods is gonna be only 4 blocks away from Aria Reserve. In addition to this, we're gonna have in a 5-minute radio, Design District, Wynwood, and Midtown with the most amount of restaurants and high-end shopping. Now we can see in this map the great views that we have, not only direct water views, but at night we have Miami Beach, Star Island, and the Port of Miami light up. That's one of the great advantages of being here. Usually waterfront condominiums, they have dark views at night. Not in this case, we have all this panoramic light up. And also the connectivity flows pretty well in this area, since we have 3 causeways that takes you to Miami Beach in only 10 minutes. And also you wanna go to the Miami Airport, you can just go from your residence at Aria Reserve, a few blocks north, take 195, which becomes 112, and this takes you directly into the Miami Airport, only 10 minutes away. So now we see here our amazing location, very privileged. It took over 8 years and over 70 properties that the developer bought and teared down to be able to create this waterfront space within the city. Also, we can see in this perspective our waterfront sales center, which we invite you to contact all the sales team from million and up to coordinate and schedule a presentation with us here. In addition, we have this great news of this area that we're gonna have a boardwalk. That means that all these streets will be connected in a pedestrian way. That's very important because the city of Miami is becoming pedestrian friendly, and especially Edgewater. This is something that started in 2014 with a building Icon Bay. Eventually later on, Biscayne Beach, another tower did it. Paraíso District, where we have a beautiful restaurant called Amara. And also we're gonna do the integration as well. The city of Miami enforces all new developments to create this pedestrian area in front of the bay. So this is something that is happening for sure. As far as the design of the tower, it's a very clean looking facade, all glass. Also, the architect did this movement that is gonna be light up at night, so you're gonna be able to see these 2 towers from different perspectives of the city. And as you see, we don't see this parking pedestal that we usually see in designs in Miami, in buildings. The architect, since we have so much space, assigned the parking space in the back of both towers. have the beautiful model of the kitchen and bathroom. So we're gonna start first with the bathroom. We have double sink, beautiful porcelain Carrara flooring standard. As we see, it's a beautiful and spacious bathroom with also walk-in closet. Everything is standard, fully finished properties that we deliver in this beautiful building. So we have here the shower. You're gonna have shower and also bathtub side by side. All the units come with this feature standard. From here, you're gonna be able to enjoy the direct water views. So imagine enjoying this shower with these amazing views that this great waterfront development offers. And all this is a standard in all the units, even the 1 bedrooms up to the 4 bedrooms. From here, we have the kitchen. All this is also standard, where we find fast oven, conventional oven. Also, we have the dishwasher, an island. So we have the induction cooktop. This is all standard, electric, quartz countertops. And then we have also this beautiful fridge, also by Thermador. Livello cucina cabinetry, and also cooktop induction. So all the kitchens are integrated to the living and dining room area. Therefore, you're gonna be able to have direct water views from this section as well. And as you see, great kitchens, great finishes, and a beautiful lifestyle. From here, we're entering the lobby, which is gonna be very impressive. 36 feet tall with front to ceiling glass, and also in the side, you're gonna be able to see these amazing direct water views, picnic island, and the skyline of Miami Beach. Also, we're gonna see hanging gardens in the roof, and also a big waterfall. And on top of the lobby, we're gonna have an owner's lounge, which all this decoration is being done by Morada Furniture. It's an interior designer that everything gets manufactured in Italy and is handmade. As you see, there is a lot of attention to quality and also materials. And this will be the last section of the amenities. This is the wine cellar room for the use of the residents. So now let's talk about the residences. As I mentioned before, all the units have direct water views, and from the balcony, you're gonna be able to enjoy unobstructed water views and the skyline of Sunny Isles, Bal Harbor, Miami Beach, and the Port of Miami. And in addition to this, in a higher level, you're gonna be able to also enjoy the Atlantic Ocean behind Miami Beach. From this video, you can also see the point of interest of the city, how close they are from us. So South Beach is close by, Key Biscayne, Brickell, the FTX Arena, downtown, the Arts and Entertainment District, and right behind these 2 towers, we're gonna have Design District, Midtown, and Wynwood. Also, in the floor plans of all these residences, the master bedroom, the architect made sure that they have direct water views and access to the balcony. And the balcony, in the deepest point, will have 11-foot deep balconies, which are considered terraces. Also, another new concept called seamless glass railing, which means that we don't have these aluminum vertical railings anymore. The glass continues, it looks cleaner looking and more elegant, and also you're gonna be able to enjoy these amazing views. Also, the kitchens, we're gonna have Thermador appliances, cabinetry done by Livello Cucina, and quartz countertops. And also, as far as the bathrooms, we're gonna have bathtub and shower side by side, glass enclosed, double sink, and from there you access to the walk-in closet. Now let's talk about the amenities, where we have over 2 acres of amenities. We have 2 sections, one called bay level and another section called garden level. What we see right now is the waterfront amenities called bay level, where we have 2 pools, 2 jacuzzis, also a dog park, so it's a pet-friendly building, meditation garden, and a waterfront restaurant. This restaurant will have a different access than the towers, than the access of the towers. The only connection will be this small service corridor for the staff to provide services of beverages and food to the pool area. Also, we see the boardwalk integration and also the water sports marina, where we're gonna offer services like paddleboards, kayaks, and even jet skis. So as you see, it's very expansive, 550 linear feet of a lot of amenities. Now we see here the integration of the boardwalk. As I was explaining before, we have the water sports marina, so we're gonna have water access. Not that many waterfront developments in Miami has the water access, and the reason of this is because the city of Miami is not granting that many permits to do this. The reason is because we have manatees, dolphins, and stingrays, many water life here, and they want to protect that water life. In this case, we were able to grandfather in the license from an old building which got teared down, and the developer is paying the renewal every year. So we have the water access, which we are very privileged. This is only for private use of the towers. Then we have the boardwalk with the lighting and landscaping. And also we have this glass railing that will give full privacy to the amenities. And this will be elevated around 7 feet to 8 feet from ground. So now we can see here people enjoying a bike ride, doing exercise. This boardwalk is gonna change the dynamic of this area. Also we have a waterfront restaurant. This is another perspective of the boardwalk, the water sports marina, and the pool area. The meditation garden, and these two pools will have the red water views and the sun in the morning. From this point, we're gonna go to the opposite side. On top of the 9-level parking structure, we're gonna have over 1 acre of more amenities, and this will receive the sun in the afternoon. Where we find a third pool for the use of the residents, where we have a semi-Olympic pool. This will receive the sun in the afternoon. Cabanas with a solarium area, tennis court, basketball, paddle court, 2 barbecue areas, mini golf, and a children's splash pad. Also, we're gonna have 3 clubhouses. They are roofed under AC, where we have a theater, social room, kids room, and a game room. Then in this one, we have the fitness center and yoga, and last, we have the spa. Now we're gonna see these sections, and as we see, they're very expansive. So with this, we finish the presentation. We look forward to seeing you in our sales center and take the opportunity of buying one of the last waterfront locations in the city. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think by making comments down below. And please get in touch with Andrea Fuentes if you want to find out more about this project, because they are almost sold out. And in part 2, I'll go over some of the units and the floor plans. So until then, please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, but once again, if you have the money to buy in on real estate in the Miami area, the appreciation once it is built is off the charts. The prices are going up. These properties are in high demand by the elite, by the top 10%ers of the wealthiest. So with all that said, you can get in. Keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.